welcome to No Movies in Hell. I'm Chris Geiger.
I'm LaClaw Scott, and today we are reviewing Good Time, the film by the Safdie brothers.
I saw this movie after I saw Uncut Gems.
Oh, wow. Like immediately after?
Kind of, because I saw Uncut Gems and I was like, oh, what else have they done? Uncut Gems was great. And
Yes.
but the two movies are very similar in that you're so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because things are so chaotic and frantic. But they're good. And it's nice like to watch a movie that it puts you in kind of the emotional state that they want you to be. I'm assuming they want you to be in because it does it so effectively.
They're I feel like their films are, and I've seen two films and like a TV series, and it's always like some existential dread of this rush of this character, and they have to do something or they have to like achieve something, and then the backdrop is usually New York, and it's chaotic. It's just high intensity, and it's like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if they're going to like live or die or like the situation. I just find it just fascinating that you're on the edge of your seat. Like, what is going to happen? I recently saw this film, I thought it was great. I wish that it took me a little bit to, I guess, get into their films. I've seen Uncut Gems. I loved it, but it was one of those things. I think after I saw The Curse, the television series, where I was just like, oh, I have to see what else they've done.
I've heard The Curse is good.
It's good. It's very interesting.
Somebody told me they had just finished watching it and they were looking for other people who had just finished watching it because they really wanted to talk about it. And I said, oh, that's not me. So don't tell me anything about it.
Yeah, won't spoil it for you, but you will never guess what.
That's what he said. He said, it's like you're watching, you're going along, just seems like a normal show. And then all of a sudden you're like, what? Where did that come from?
Yes.
Yes. But in a good way. Because most of the time I feel like when that happens, I'm like, where did that come from? That's terrible. Like you just brought that in from nowhere and dropped it. And it is on my list of things to watch. Is it one of those things where there's going to be another season, do you think? Or
I don't know. I have no idea. But, if you have like Paramount Plus, you could do a free trial, and it's 10 episodes and you could probably burn through it in a couple days.
Okay. I was also going to propose to you that if you ever wanted to watch The Wire, that I would watch it with you again because I love it so much. I've already watched it 4 times. But...
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I have HBO Max, so maybe will be like a rewatch for you. 5-time rewatch. Oh my goodness. 5-time rewatch, and then I will. It will be my first time, and we can talk about.
I don't think I've watched any show as often as I've rewatched The Wire. I think, or like any series. Okay. I have watched Deadwood 3 times though, so almost as many.
I can't even get through episode 3 of Deadwood. we try.
You like
maybe I'll have to revisit. Some.
I feel like you kind of have to like cowboy movies to care that much about these guys.
Yeah. I'll try it again.
No pressure. Okay, back to the subject at hand. Good Time. Robert Pattinson, very good in this, very different. Mm-hmm. It was like a relatively soon after the Twilight era. So this is kind of his breakaway from stereotype teen heartthrob-ish movies, and he did a great job.
Yeah, I agree. I would have. Yeah, I'm glad that he has separated himself, or at least he's choosing projects that he wants to do, because he was in a Claire Denis film as well, and so it was surprising that he was like the main character in this film. And I'm pretty sure if his fandom crossed over to this, it would be kind of like a shocking, display. But he's done a lot of really great films with a lot of incredible directors too. So Yeah, it was nice to see him in a different light. His character is very interesting and compromised and complicated in this one. But yeah, good for him.
What made you look for this movie now? Like after after it's been out for so long?
So one, I was trying to figure out where to watch it, and it came up on my Netflix
Mm.
right after, yeah, after like watching The Curse, finishing it, and then realized, scrolling through Netflix, it was like, oh, this is available, and then started to watch it. But I know that there's a few of the Safdie brothers films on Criterion now for February.
Oh, we
Oh,
didn't go to the
yeah.
slides. Stand by.
Okay, really relatively close. Yeah, I've heard some. I see, like, for acting, I give it like a 2.5.
I give it a 3 only because I was so surprised. I didn't watch any of the Twilight movies. So this was kind of my first exposure to Robert Pattinson, but I knew he was in them. So I had
Mm,
this sort of expectation in my mind. But I think that everyone in it did a really great job of
hmm.
conveying that emotional state of panic.
Yeah,
Uh,
existential dread.
right. I gave it a 3. So I rated it based on what I remember of the movie,
Hmm.
which is from years ago. But I gave it a 3 for story. I think more because of our conversation about when your friend Deb the scientist was on our favorites from 2023, where we were talking about caper movies, and we
Yeah,
don't get capers anymore as much.
yeah.
And I felt like, you know what? I'm going to give this a 3 because we want to see more capers.
More robberies, more chases.
Yeah, funny
And-
ones and not funny ones.
yeah, and also the with the caveat of not being in the like superhero universe, right? Because usually that happens there, whereas we don't have, we're missing the Ocean's 11, we're missing the Ocean's 12s or Ocean's 8, the Italian Job, the French Connection.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
need those back.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.